Hello, guys. Today's topic: tell, lie, vision is satanic. Tell, lie, vision is satanic. That's your TV. When you wake up in the morning, what do? Do you just wake up and turn on that television? Here's what I do in the morning. I wake up, I pray, which is giving thanks to God for everything. So I do that, the universal God, thank him for letting me see another day. And then what I do, I meditate. Why the meditation? Because that's the communication to yourself from God through your consciousness. So most people get poisoned by the television early in the morning, and then they wonder why they don't see results or why they don't get answers. So that's how I get these wonderful messages, is through the meditation. Did I want to speak on this topic? No, but it had to be done. So I'm speaking on the truth. Moses. So I'm not the most eloquent speaker. Did you know Moses was a stutterer? So if you take your book, the Bible, I already went through it. I am like your Moses. Moses was the worst of the worst, but God chose him because one thing with Moses, he had a great heart, and he was full of truth and fighting for justice. That's what I fight for. So let's take, let's give some examples of how television programs you through your subconscious brain, because your subconscious brain only knows what it hear or see as true. So the first word should already alert you when I say television has programs. That program is you programming your subconscious brain. So you take if you go fishing, do you put a bare hook in the water to draw fish? No. What you do, you put a lure on the hook to reel in the fish. That's what TV does with you. They'll give you the most eloquent speakers, because satanic forces uses the most eloquent and the most beautiful to fool you. They're not going to put someone like me. They're going to put someone like, I don't give names, but that's what they do. They choose the most beautiful, most elegant, strongest, whoever they can find to fantasy fulfill your brains to tune in. Then when they do it, they give you some truth, but a lot of non-truths. So let's go to sickness. On TV, what did they show you? Hospitals, false prophets teaching you sickness, when it says in their own Bible, faith and belief. So had they just taught you through your faith and belief there's no sickness, you had never been sick. But the false prophets will get up there and lay hands on people and all that. You can heal yourself. You're God. See? Now, the reason why Jesus did, because people didn't have no faith and belief when you're God. You don't need that. And also, looking up in the sky for God. You're God inside. He's in you. You say, I am, that's God. God's within you. They talk. Also, we wonder why so many kids. Television doesn't treat man wealth. Tells you to go to school. So if you was to not chase women, guys, and go straight for your money, just put a number 100,000 up there. $100,000. If you was to get that first, before you check, what would you have under that? Would you have the women? Would you have the cars? Would you have your own business? That's just a question. Television doesn't show you that. They show you Leave It to Beaver, the Waltons, the Brady Bunch, Good Times. They teach you all these so they teach you to run and get a family. They run and teach you to produce children without wealth. That's why When you get the fame, you're miserable because you're struggling. So most people don't be selfish to get the better version of themselves. And where they learn all that stuff, the television. So it's called television. It's satanic. That's where you get a lot of your answers. So everything, so you trust God who you haven't seen, which is faith and belief, but you don't trust the word. It says faith and belief, faith and belief. People argue with me over sickness when I'm like, how can I be sick? And it says through my own faith and belief, I don't believe in sickness. Then I don't have no sickness. That's simply what sickness is. It's a faith and a belief. And if you want scientific, look up Bruce Lipton. Bruce Lipton, his whole page is talking about how if you program your subconscious brain only happiness, you'll stay happy, never sick. So why the fear? Because that's the sickness. That's the big money cow they get. So man, it is no sickness. That's because I told myself through faith and belief. After 21 days, that's when it becomes you. So at first you say there's no sickness. Of course you ain't gonna see a result. But it's the avalanche effect. The more you do it, the more stronger the belief and the more you become it. You can look that up. That's all scientific, but they don't tell you that. Then they also promote chemical pills when God's medicine we know is the plants that you should eat, like your bananas, your fruits, your nuts. If you eat that, you're good. Let's take these Wendy commercials. Go out and get your sausage baconator sandwich. So that's the pig. I grew up, they never told me, they just said, I knew the pig was kind of bad, but I never read it for myself. Go to your book of Exodus and your book of Leviticus. In the Bible, it says the pig, the other animals, it says unclean. It says the pig is forbidden. And then some will say that's the Old Testament, but aren't your 10 Commandments in the Old Testament? So you do partial Bible, and that's the problem. Also, let's take these conscious level folks, and I'm not knocking any of them. Also take the fit. Remember, in order to fish, you need a lure on the hook. So what they do, they tell you some truths. You tuning in. Next thing, money. They asking you to pay for knowledge. If you're conscious, you're God. Why do I have to ask anybody for money? If you're God, you're a spirit, and you can ask and you can get anything you want yourself, why would someone ask me for money? Any money. Hey, I can show you a little bit more if you just give me this money. Or I'm fighting this, but can you help me? So we have to wake up, man. Conscious level should only be talking about God and what can happen. Also, they don't teach you the full thing with the law of attraction. Okay, law of trade is ask and receive. You can have anything. But you know what's left out? Your sacrifice. I had to give up. I had to basically stop drinking and smoking, and then it was explained. So let's take your drinking and smoking, why people do it. They trick you with the word addiction. It's not an addiction. You got that you have a sexual energy in you. It's in, if you go to Think and Grow Rich, it's chapter 11. What fails most men is their sexual energy for women. They chase all women all day when you don't have to chase nothing. So anyway, you have a sexual energy. If you don't chase, it's continued to give you whatever you feel the most. So what happens when you drink or smoke, you see my hand? So when you drink or smoke, you reach that ceiling. Then when you come off of it, you come back down. So it's high, right? So you reach that ceiling high. What happens when you stop? You're already happy in yourself. So that's all it is. It's a high, but it's a lower frequency. So did I say don't do it? That's up to you. I just explained why people do it, because it gives you that high level. But if you stop and you don't put synthetic stuff in yourself, you become, that's a sacrifice. God will take you to another level. It's all getting one with God. That's why you're here. And then also through each time, didn't God put some guy here that walked around tried to waken you? That's what I am. I'm here to try to waken you. I mean, you take all your books, they put someone here to try to waken you. They do so me, I'm within the time now. So that's why I walk around like the times now, trying to teach you. Back in the day, people used to go to church with suits and stuff on, but you can't do that now. A lot of people don't go to church. They believe in God, they read, and they learned about the real thing with church. So you really can't go out where I'm out now with a suit on. So you come like everyone else, and then that's how you can share the word. And a lot of times we got two ears and one mouth to listen. So instead of debating with people, take in the information, go research it, then come back. But most people will argue with you first because you come with something they haven't heard of. But when the television does it, you believe it. If television wear you the mask, you never challenge it. Someone like me tell you about a mask that's a mark of the beast in your Revelations, which is without a mask, can you get food at a lot of these stores? It says it in there. Can you get an Uber ride? That's the mark of the beast. So first they do the mask, and you say, okay, when it doesn't, unless you have the N95 mask, it doesn't do anything. Also the mask, look how I'm breathing this oxygen in with the trees. You can't do that with a mask on. Also my mouth, they put that over your mouth. They cover they cover your beautiful self. Back in the days, you know what they did to heal? They used to, when someone had a cold or sickness, they used to put everyone around the person. Yeah, they used to put everyone around them. Everyone became immune through themselves. That's why to get healed. They didn't tell you to social distance and run away. You're only spirit. You don't die. But they falsify you. So in other words, when you leave, where do you go? You go back to your creator. You're free. You don't never die. Everything the masses do, like I said the other day with do everything, try to do things different. Now, if they say only go this direction, I'm gonna go this direction until I see. Now, if the danger comes, then I'll run back the other way. But as I went back the other way that man tells me to go, that's why I went. Oh, back to the pig. So God forbid Adam to eat an apple. So if he forbids you to eat a pig, how are you any different from Adam? So the pig is unclean. Then you wonder why you're fat. You are what you eat. Have you heard that? So another thing that Satan has to do, he has to put, he's a Riddler in Batman. He has to throw you a Riddler. He throws you the answer in front of you. And it's up to you to figure it out. He can't just do something. He has to put it out first, broadcast it. That's how he has to do. And then as you solve the riddle, like, oh, this was nothing. So he can do anything because it's all a riddle. That's what life is with man. He puts all these riddles. As you get more in tune, become the better version of yourself, you start to solve these riddles. You can use the Joker, Batman. And then he takes you more and more away from your true identity. And then, man, it's just crazy. If you're God, why do you fear? You're just a spirit. The body is the outer shell, but not you. Your true self is within. You are happiness. You are love. You're everything. Then you don't see colors. How can you be a color? That's a thing. That's. Then I teach the black Then I teach African Americans the word black. They don't research. They still call themselves black when it's evil. Black is evil. Webster's Dictionary, 1913. Go look it up. Minority is like a child. Webster's Dictionary, 1913. Go look it up. After I teach you, why would you use that word? That's Satan. Then we wonder why the African American man only goes a certain level and why he has no identity. When you see an African American man, what has society labeled him as? We doing that with the names we attach. It doesn't matter how you think. God gives you the interpretation of the true word because you're saying I am. You say his name first. That's a command. Learn, man. Go back, search. When brothers like me tell you stuff, go research it. Then come back. Don't argue. True knowledge, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. 2 to listen. So when someone give me information, I say, oh, thank you. I take it in and I go research. If they're wrong, then I come back. And then I let them know, say, this was not true. But I give you sources to look. Once again, Bruce Lipton will tell you all about your subconscious brain and the programming man does to you through science. Your books all tell you faith and belief, faith and belief, faith and belief. Jesus walked on the water, faith and belief. God, what is he? Faith and belief. Then man actually puts the matrix there, showing you that this is not really real. Can I touch the tree? Yes. But that's this robot touching it. That's not you. You're inside the body. That's a programmed robot. The way you get the better versions is unprogram that robot and go back first through prayer and then through your meditation and you start to become it. So yeah, that's what it does. Drinking, smoking, you reach the ceiling of high level, then you come back down, you need it again. And your sexual energy, because you are a creator, and sexual energy, a big part of it. Chapter 11, Think and Grow Rich. You can read up on it. That's your power. That's why you keep getting the drinks, drugs and drink to put the synthetic things in your mind. And but if you don't do that, you learn that you have already the natural high in you, like I am, every day happy, every day not sick. And also it takes away your go-get things. When you put synthetic things in your brain, you lose a less eagerness to do things the next day. You start to put, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. But when you don't have those things in you, you become your true virgin. Think of God. You think he would put drinks or alcohol in them? But I just explained why. So most people say don't do it. As when I grew up, they just kept saying don't do it. They would never explain nothing. As they didn't know. Because one thing I went through, no one taught meditation. No one taught how in yourself you are God. No one taught me about, so Baconator, next time you see that sausage Baconator, early in the morning too. Is that helping you? A forbidden pig? But you can eat it. You can do anything. God has free will, but you choose your own path. He put people like me and other people to help you. You look for quick answers. There is no quick answer. It's all time. I went through all my trials and tribulations so I could teach. That's why I went through it. Take Moses, that's who I compare myself to. Moses only had a stick. But people showing you guns and they say they conscious when they're God. Does God need a gun? Martin Luther King had no gun. Moses had no gun. So if time comes, then you react. Every second is the future. You might not live, so you'll predict, and also what you think you attract. Live by the gun, die by the gun. So if you're now your enemy know what you're gonna do. You don't do anything like you live life and you enjoy each moment. Tomorrow not promised. So I'm just showing you the difference between me and a lot of other people. I don't ask you for money. I am the money. I just attract it through love and giving. True wealth is giving, creating. You're a creator. You're here to create. That's why we have such great things like the one I'm holding. The more people you help, that's the creation. God will provide for you long as you delivering the truth in his word. It's all in the books. You guys take care. Thank you for listening to what I had to share. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button as I'm teaching you knowledge hidden that no one's teaching you. No one's even teaching you the sexual energy. They only give you partial truth. Everything I say you can go research. I tell you where to research. You guys go ahead, once again, hit that subscribe, hit that like. That lets the true truth out. YouTube, one thing, they're part of media. They don't want real truth out there. So they hide the most truth and they give you the part. So they'll give you garbage, but someone teaching you the real hidden truth, they hide it from you on purpose. But you can change that. Just hit the like and subscribe. Let me, I want nothing but to teach. Teach about this beautiful nature. You guys, once again, take care. Please get out and enjoy this beautiful nature.